could also be looked at as my hair was not worth the time it took to do. That makes sense. Hello.
I was wanting to see this tribute.
Aw. Aw, why are you crying?
That was sweet. Thank you. That was so sweet. Thank you.
Yes, you deserve that. I'm recording a YouTube video. Say hello.
Oh my God.
Hello, and it's your girl Naya. Today, just a really rough day, honestly. Like, I woke up, I just stayed in bed. I didn't feel like doing shit. Unmotivated. I feel like half of it is the weather. It's really dreary outside today. So when the weather is like sad, I'm also sad. Started off as like a shitty day. I see that I'm like having a day where I'm not going well. I try to bring myself out of that by, pouring into my mind something more positive than I'm already thinking right now. On this channel, we'll talk about self-love and how to elevate your mindset. I feel like I'm just here to be like you guys as like big sister. We're gonna talk about it all. We're not gonna hide anything from each other. I'm not gonna hide, I'm not gonna tell you every single thing, but I am gonna be pretty transparent. I feel like people need to understand that, we all kind of go through shit. We all have faced some sort of trial and tribulation. Your trials and tribulations may not be somebody else's, but everybody knows pain, everybody knows grief and like sorrow. So we have a lot more in common than we have things that separate and divide us. But as I was kind of putting myself together, I didn't record myself like putting the lip gloss and stuff on, because when I did it, I was naked, and YouTube has guidelines, and I'm not really trying to get kicked off before I even get started, you know what I mean? So like, you get the finished look. I was in the bathroom, like I started randomly, honestly, thinking back to like when I cut my hair off, and initially I did it from a place of like, fuck you to my ex, but it was also like my friend had just cut her hair off, and then I saw how beautiful she looked, and then I'm like, wow, like I've always wondered how my hair would look if I cut it off, and I think I look beautiful, honestly. I feel like it brings out my face, so I'm happy I did it. I'm not like, upset that I did it, but it also reminded me of my childhood and how I've kind of always hated my hair because it wasn't like, nice and luxurious and whatnot like other cultures of girls that I went to school with. Also, I realized that like internalized hate for my hair kind of stems from my childhood. I feel like my parents kind of made my hair seem like something that was like unmanageable and just took way too much effort to do. Honestly, I love my mother, no shade at all, but I can't remember a time where she did my hair. I remember my aunt doing my hair and my grandmother doing my hair. My grandmother would complain all the time about my
you need to perm this, and this is ridiculous.
ended up getting perms, but that's a whole nother video for another day. It's interesting because I realized maybe a part of me also cutting my hair was just like, hey, I think it'll be a lot easier to manage. And honestly, it's easier to manage, but even a shortcut you have to put in some time to maintain a shortcut too. Oh, it's easier to manage could also be looked at as my hair was not worth the time it took to do. So let me just cut it off so it's easier to manage. Like, wow. I had that realization. I was like, oh my God, that makes sense as well. I feel like there's some truth to it all. Honestly, no one part of my life has made me hate my hair than the other. Honestly, I feel like with cutting it off now, I'm going to move forward with the mindset of now this is my opportunity to care better for my hair. Now that it's fresh hair, completely start over, no perms. I have complete freedom over my hair now that I'm an adult. First of all, when you're a kid, you can't really, be like, don't touch my hair. Like, especially, I don't know about y'all, but my grandmother was from the South, and she ain't play that shit. Smack the shit out of you real fast. It was that fear as well, like to stand up for yourself. It's crazy. The self-love thing is crazy. I feel like sometimes, it'll feel like I'm on top of the world, like I'm getting it together, and then other days I'm like, yo, what the fuck's going on?
Like, I have no idea what's happening right now.
Just falling on your face. But it's like that sometimes. Like, life is really just, like, not every day is gonna be glitter and rainbow. Some days are just gonna suck. But the goal, I feel like, for me is to have less days that suck. Like, every day doesn't have to suck. Honestly, if every day sucks, then that is a you problem. That is not your life. That is you just saying, like, I refuse to acknowledge anything good in my life. Everybody has problems. But if you look for the problem, you're always going to see the problem. But if you train yourself to look for the solution, look for the good, look for the positive things, then it won't always seem bad. Looking for that optimism. Loving yourself is really a journey. Every day brings something new. Learn something new about yourself every single day. That's kind of what makes life interesting. Just like debunking whatever you were taught to learn something better, learn something different. You deserve to live a life of abundance. Like, you deserve to live a life where you're not constantly in a state of stress. I know how that feels, and it's not a good place to be. It was not meant to withstand all of that negative energy, and whatever we feel will reflect on our outside. However you feel inside, you're gonna see it outside pretty quickly. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, I'm gonna put a new video out every Monday. Again, on this channel, I am Naya, and we talk about mindset, elevation, and self-care, and how to just love yourself overall after, going through trauma, just life in general. Yeah, thanks for watching.